As I mentioned in my sermon, we are in the beginning of our season of generosity leading up to Commitment Sunday on November 19th. And as part of the tradition of this church, the generosity team has invited a few people to speak this week and the next couple of weeks as testimonials of how this church changes lives and how the practice of generosity has changed their own. So this morning, I invite Kayla Jackson to come and share.
Good morning. So I was asked to share a little bit about why I give or why it's important to me. And before I share, just let you know that I wrote this down during the week. It will connect a lot to what Katrina has already said, but I promise that was unintentional. So just saying. Okay, so I have two important things that I would like to say. Number one, in a lot of churches, the conversation about giving is riddled with guilt. People feel pressure to give, and I know I felt like God will only be happy if I give my 10%. Worse still, I have heard sermons about, regardless of your situation, ensuring you get your tithe in has brought blessings from the Lord. Now, the conversation about giving still lingers with guilt at times, I'll be honest, but it's different from what I actually believe now. The God I believe in now is much more paradoxical than that. While I don't believe that giving will bring blessings as a cause and effect, I do believe that when I give, I am blessed because of a shift in my perspective. I'm reminded when I give of how much I have to be grateful for in what I do have and how I'm blessed to share. So while I don't believe I'm blessed because I give, I do believe I get a blessing through a sense of gratitude when I give. And that shift has been transformative for my faith. Point number two, as Christians, and especially in a church like ours, our mission should be to practice what we preach. Not doing that is what causes people to feel the way they do about Christians. If we preach love of neighbor, we should love neighbor. No one can come to church or pray or do anything if they're hungry. Basic hierarchy of needs says we need our basic needs met. So if our neighbor doesn't have that, we should help them with it when we can. The more extras we have, the more we may be able to give with those basics. That is just what I believe, based on what the Bible says, and that's my second point. Sorry. Thank you for your time. And the last thing I'd like to say about this topic is that I hope that you will pray and meditate on what you believe about giving and give according to what you believe and not because of what I say or what anyone says, because I do believe it's an act of faith and it's very personal to each of us. Thank you.